Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received and helped us with this translation. So there is one of our listeners who did send me this other link to this other story. So there is a story that has been going around, going viral in Zim about a man and his wife. It seems as if the wife was in the army, and then they went to a traditional healer where they did some money-making rituals. Strange things indeed, they do happen. So the clip that was sent to me, it is of the healer who is saying that he wants his money because they are still owing him some money, even though these people have since passed away. If you are from Zim, if you have watched and if you have followed this story, please tell me what you think in the comment section. It is said that these people, when they went to do those money-making rituals, it is because they wanted to start a business, a taxi business. They wanted 6 of those taxis. And now they are dead and they still owe the man his money, and the man wants his money. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. If you have been following that story, if you know more about that, please help us to understand even more in the comment section. I've since posted that pic, if you can see it on your screen, of the couple. Let us move over to the confession that was sent to me, forwarded to me by one of our admin. And the confession, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I have come here on your platform and I have my own confession that I want you to share. So my story, it goes on like this. I want your listeners to give me a piece of advice. I don't even know where to begin. I'm not the kind of man who speaks his heart, especially not like this. But there are things that you cannot keep inside, things that eat at you until you do not recognize yourself anymore. I think I have reached that point. So here I am speaking to strangers, hoping anyone might have words to guide me so that I can know if I am supposed to do this or not. So I was born and raised in a small village in KwaZulu-Natal, and now I am staying in Gauteng, and this is where I have gotten most of my heartbreaks. The first heartbreak was when I came to Gauteng to work, and when I returned back home, that was when I had the news that my wife was busy cheating on me, and then I made a plan and I returned back home without informing her. Indeed, I found out that she was not home. She had gone to her boyfriend's house. I waited for a year until 4 a.m. That was when I saw her walking back into the yard, and I confronted her and she ran away and she told me that she did not love me anymore. And this was a woman that I was taking care of, even considering taking her back to school. And that was the most painful thing that had ever happened to me. I returned back to Josie, and when I returned back, that was when I started dating another woman who used me as well. The problem with me is that I fall in love quite easily. This woman used me a lot, and then she dumped me as well. And I had been working really hard to satisfy her. So the thing that happened was that I met up with this other man. He's from Zim, because I was now staying at this other place, and there is a man who is from Zim. This man, like, the first thing that I noticed about him was that he does not go to work. So I thought that maybe he's doing some criminal businesses. I got so interested in him, and then one night I just had something that told me to wake up. I wake up and I went outside. That was when I saw the man from Zim. He was holding this other dish, a metallic dish, and he was busy pouring some liquid stuff onto the ground. It turned out to be blood. Then I saw something that came out of the earth. This thing that came out of the earth, it had its own mouth wide open, and then it started drinking all of that blood. I approached the man. He looked at me casually and he smiled, and he said that the reason as to why I had caught him in the act, it was because my ancestors had allowed me. So it meant that he was going to tell me how he managed to do all of these things. He said, my friend, I know that you think that I am involved in criminal activities, but I'm not involved in any kind of criminal activities. It is just that I know of a smart way to make money without even sweating. He told me that he did some money-making rituals back in his country, and all that he has to do is to make sure that he can sleep with as many women as he can in a single month. And the most gross thing that he told me about was that he has to sleep with these women whilst they are on their periods. So he has a set of girlfriends, and he knows that on this day the girlfriend will be on her periods. He goes there with money and gives the girlfriend the money, and after you would have given the girlfriend the money, then you will sleep with the girlfriend whilst she is on her periods. And that is how he satisfied this tokoloshi that I saw as it was coming out of the earth and drinking the blood. I said, where do you get this blood? He says that this blood, it just materialized out of nowhere. It seems as if the time that he will be sleeping with the girlfriends when they are on their periods, then the blood will start to materialize in that metallic dish. This man, he said, do you want this, my brother? And I said, yes, I want to be a part of this. So he has since told me that if I am willing to do that, me and him, we can go to his country. Fine, I agreed. Now the challenge that I am facing, because I have since spoken with the healer online, I have been given the phone numbers of that healer. Now, as we are speaking, the traditional healer has since told me that if I would come to Zim, all that is needed is that I have to bring either my mom's personal item, the dress, the t-shirt, anything that I can buy for her, and then after that I can steal that personal item that I would have bought for her. Then on our way to Zim, I am supposed to carry that personal item that belongs to my mother, and will use whatever that I would have brought with me to Zim so that we can kill my mother. She is the perfect sacrifice. This is what I have been told by that traditional healer on WhatsApp. He says that I can make a lot of money, so much money that I can even forget about the woman who broke my heart and the woman that I was once married to. I can have anyone that I want. This is what I have been told. So I have come here on your platform. I need advice. Things are not okay for me. This man has since told me that he is going to relocate, and once he relocates and if he goes abroad, there is no one who can assist me. He is the only one who can connect me to this traditional healer. Please advise me, for I need your advice before I make a rushed decision. Life is very hard when you are poor. I hate poverty with all of my heart, and at the same time, I did not want to get rich by sacrificing my own mother, the woman who gave birth to me. If there is anyone who knows of a better plan, still doing these ukutwala rituals, something that is a little bit soft, that is not inhumane, like sacrificing my own mother through a magic mirror, I'll be willing to accept that type of a ritual. I am willing to go as far as any country where they can help me with this ritual. I do not want to be poor anymore. I am sure it is not a sin, is it? Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Yo.